The release of this video brings us to the 52nd episode. G'day ladies and gents, how was everybody's Christmas? Seems weird to ask that because right now Christmas hasn't even happened yet, but by the time you see this video it will be after Christmas, so I hope you all had a good one. Today I'm going to turn a Christmas gift. Again, probably a bit weird that this is coming out after Christmas, but I had to make sure the person who's getting the gift didn't see this video before they got it. I picked up this Rockler 4-piece cheese knife turning set and we're going to make some handles. This kit's pretty cool. You can see the 4 different pieces that we've got in there. The image down here, which is similar to what I'm going to try and turn to make these handles. This piece is going to be for my mum. She recently bought a serving board off me. This one up here. Yes, she purchased it because I'm running a small business and I can't just give stuff away. Sorry, mum. So we're going to cast some burl in some resin to match the colors of that serving board that you just saw, with the idea being that she can use the serving board with the cheese knives and it all matches. Now, this kit you can buy online. You can buy at Carbatec if you're in Australia, and I'm sure Rockler sells it over in America. So it's going to be a pretty easy project if you want to give it a crack yourself. So if you want to try it out, click on the link below. It's not an affiliate link. This video is not sponsored. I'm just trying to help you out if you want to give this a crack. And without further ado, let's go and do this. So guys, I just thought I'd jump in really quickly and demonstrate the difference that a pressure pot can make in your casting. As you saw, I put my molds into my pressure pot. Now I could only fit 3 of these molds in there, which means I had one left over that I just filled with resin and left on the table. I didn't tend to this one at all. I didn't monitor the bubbles or anything like that because I wanted to demonstrate what actually happens. And I think the results speak for themselves. You can see the one that wasn't in the pressure pot is full of bubbles all the way around the casting there. It's quite uneven and it's just not a very nice finished result. Whereas all 3 of the castings that went in the pressure pot have come up perfectly. No bubbles, no problems. So that, my friends, is the benefit of using a pressure pot when you're casting with resin. Now I also put this piece of silicone mat at the bottom of my pressure pot, and that's so that if any of my molds leak and the resin comes out, it can set on this silicone mat and I can easily pull it off after and it doesn't adhere to the bottom of the pot, which actually happened in this cast. I did have a small leak. That's a bit of resin that was binded to the mat. Peeled it off, no worries at all. No damage to the pressure pot. The mat's fresh and ready to go back in. It's really an easy solution to look after your pressure pot. So folks, since my last turning project, which probably would have been the Halloween project, the pumpkin bowl, you can check that out up here. Since then, I've purchased a few bits and pieces. I picked up the Robert Sorby Sandmaster, which is this contraption here. Basically, you put your sandpaper on there, you touch it to your piece on the lathe, and it spins, effectively sanding across the grain, I believe. I could be wrong, but that's just what I think happens. This thing's pretty cool, a bit weird to use at the start, but I'm sure that I'll get used to it. I've also picked up a stack of micro mesh. Now, if you don't know what micro mesh is, it's effectively sandpaper, but it starts at 1500 grit, which is this pad here, and it goes all the way through to 12,000 grit. Now, you would have just seen me go through the grits on that piece that I turned, and man, oh man, does it come up looking cool. Look at the shine on that. Now, this has got finish on it, but the finish didn't really do much. It looked pretty much like this when I finished turning it. Well, not when I finished turning it, when I finished with the micro mesh. That shine is amazing. So I've recently picked up both of these, although this may not be the first video you see these in, because I'm actually filming this video now, but it's not going to come out for a while, so there's going to be projects in between that I may use them in. The world of YouTube is quite confusing, really. When you're trying to pump out a video a week, you're all over the place. But anyway, you may have seen me use them, you may not have, who knows, but that's what they are. So now that you're up to speed, let's finish the rest of these handles. They are finally done. Whew, what a mission that was. I just want to touch on a fact that I brought up earlier on in this video. When I was casting these, I left one out of the pressure pot and put 3 inside. Now that was because I didn't have enough room in the pressure pot and I wanted to do all 4 at once. I will not be doing that again. As you can see here, this is the piece that was left out of the pressure pot. We're left with a void just there, another void there. There's some bubbles running up through here. I didn't have any of these issues with the ones that were casted in the pressure pot. So that is by far the best way to do resin. If you didn't know, now you do. Even though this has got some voids in it, I'm going to press on and still use it because I didn't make any spare blanks. And I want to get this project finished tonight. Now we need to mount the hardware into these. Now, if you do buy this kit from the link below or from anywhere else, what you should note is there's a mandrel that you can get for this exact kit to turn these pieces. Now, I opted to do things the hard way and didn't get the mandrel. Because of that, I haven't drilled the holes yet and I need to put the threaded inserts in. So I'm going to have to do that by hand. Maybe a little bit tricky, but I'm pretty good at putting myself into these tricky situations. So let's see what we can sort out, hey? These things come up so cool. Check this out. Man, look at the color in that. They came out awesome. So that's it, guys. The Rockler 4-piece cheese knife turning kit is done. And if my mother doesn't like these, I'll take them back. No problems there at all. I think these will match her serving board absolutely perfectly. It was a lot of fun to actually try and do a project that had certain specs that I had to stick to. I turned all of this before I actually opened the box properly. Don't make my mistake, because this was underneath. All the details you need are in this pamphlet. They would have been handy before I started, but you get that. It tells you what drill bit sizes to use to hollow out for your threaded inserts, gives you hints and tips for all of your turning dimensions, what to do, how to sand it, all of that. But I like to think I know everything beforehand, so I just went ahead and did it without reading these. I'd love to hear in the comments section below, guys, how your Christmas went. If you made any gifts for anyone special, let me know down below. I hope everyone's still relaxing after the Christmas period and getting ready for New Year celebrations. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the release of this video brings us to the 52nd episode. That was my attempt at confetti. We made it! 52 episodes in 52 weeks. I can't believe this milestone has actually arrived. What a journey it has been. If this is the first video of mine that you're checking out, there are 52 videos before this of different projects that I've been making all year long. I will be the first to admit that the first few were absolutely terrible, but I was just warming up to YouTube, so please forgive me. Moving into next year, I'm not going to be uploading as frequently because I'm now working 6 days a week, and having a weekly upload schedule has been absolutely flat out, but I'm not going anywhere. So make sure you subscribe, ring the notification bell. It's more important than ever now because I won't have an actual routine. So if you're not subscribed and you haven't rung the notification bell, you're not going to know when my videos come out, and that's just a shame. So guys, stay up to date, keep on this journey with me because I'm not going anywhere. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, possibly TikTok by now. I'm thinking about TikTok, but I'm not sure whether to get on there or not. Check it out. I might be on there by the time this video comes out. I do know that this video coming out means that I'm on holidays in Darwin. That's in the Northern Territory for all my viewers who aren't in Australia. And no, they don't ride kangaroos to school in the Northern Territory. They ride emus. Thanks for being on this journey with me, guys. We finally got to 52 videos. Stay tuned. I will have more projects coming out. Don't know when, don't know what, don't know how, don't really know why. But hey, I'm a maker. This is what I do now. So until next time, see you later.